All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah, it's exciting to be back.
You know, we got a lot to cover today.
Always something new happening.
Exactly. And especially in the tech world, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's moving so fast, it's hard to even keep up with it.
So true. So we're going to do our best to kind of dive into some of the really interesting things that are happening.
Things that'll make a difference.
Exactly. So first up, we've been talking a lot about AI recently.
It's kind of hard not to these days.
Right? And this week was no exception. Meta, formerly Facebook, just came out with their own AI chip.
And it's a beast.
I mean, 3 times faster than their previous model.
It's a pretty big deal, and honestly, it kind of goes back to this whole GPU shortage thing.
Okay, yeah. So break that down for us.
Yeah.
What's a GPU shortage?
Yeah.
Why does that matter for AI?
So a GPU is a graphics processing unit, and it's basically the heart of a lot of AI systems.
They're like the brains of the operation.
Exactly. And AI algorithms, they need a lot of computing power to train, and GPUs are really good at that specific kind of math.
So without enough GPUs, AI research is going to slow down.
Precisely. And that's why Meta making their own chips is kind of a power move.
Like they're saying, we don't want to wait for the chip makers anymore.
Exactly. They're taking control of their own destiny.
I kind of see the parallel to like when Apple started making their own chips for their phones and computers.
Spot on. It's about vertical integration, controlling more of the supply chain and being able to optimize for your specific needs.
So what does this mean for, people like our listeners, folks who are into AI or maybe work in fields that use it?
Well, if Meta's successful, this could mean faster, more efficient AI development across the board.
So like things that used to take weeks to train could happen in days or even hours.
Potentially, yeah, and that's going to open up a whole new world of possibilities.
Wow. So like we were talking about training algorithms before, but what does that actually mean?
Yeah, so imagine you're teaching a dog a new trick, right?
Okay, I can picture that.
You show them what to do, you reward them when they get it right, and you repeat until they learn. Training an AI is kind of similar. You feed it tons of data, and it adjusts itself until it can understand and use that data.
But that takes a lot of computing power, right?
Yeah,
Hence the need for powerful GPUs.
absolutely. And the faster the GPU, the faster you can train those algorithms.
Okay, so with Meta's new chip, could we start seeing like even more advanced AI like sooner than we thought?
It's definitely possible. I mean, this could lead to a whole new generation of AI applications.
That's pretty exciting stuff.
It is, and it's not just about Meta either. Their move could push other companies to innovate too.
So it's like a chain reaction.
Yeah, exactly. It could spark a whole wave of AI-specific hardware development.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so let's shift gears a little bit. Sure. We got to talk about this story that I read about Neuralabs.
Oh, yeah. The 12-person startup.
Yeah, exactly. Working on brain-computer interfaces.
Which is like straight out of sci-fi.
Right, like mind control and stuff.
Well, not quite mind control, but the idea is that your brain can communicate directly with a computer.
And they just turned down a $100 million buyout offer.
Can you imagine 12 people saying no to that kind of money?
I mean, I can't even fathom that kind of money.
It's life-changing for sure, but it really shows you how committed they are to their vision.
So why would they say no to $100 million?
Well, their CEO, Sarah Chen, basically said that selling would be like abandoning their dream.
The dream of building the future of brain-computer interfaces.
Exactly. They're aiming to be a unicorn.
A unicorn. Explain that to folks who might not be familiar with that term.
So in the startup world, a unicorn is a privately held company that's valued at over $1 billion.
So, like, super rare and super valuable.
Yeah, exactly. It's the holy grail for a lot of startups.
But Neuralabs isn't even making money yet, right?
Nope, they're pre-revenue, which means they haven't sold a product or service.
So how can they possibly be valued at $1 billion?
That's the billion-dollar question, right?
Exactly.
They claim their AI model can predict neural patterns 20% faster than competitors.
And that's a big deal because...
Let's imagine the possibilities in medicine, for example.
Like diagnosing conditions earlier?
Exactly, or developing new treatments. The potential market is enormous.
That actually ties in perfectly with the question we got from a listener on Twitter.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
So, @TechTom asks, how do you even value a pre-revenue startup like Neuralabs?
That's the million-dollar question that every investor is asking.
And there's no easy answer, right?
It's definitely more art than science because you don't have years of sales data to look at.
So what do investors look at then?
Well, one thing is the team's experience.
And in this case, Neuralabs has a team of Stanford PhDs.
Which is a big plus. I mean, that signals a high level of expertise.
Then there's the technology itself.
Right. Is it truly innovative? Is it protected by patents?
And Neuralab seems to be doing well on that front.
Yeah, they have a strong patent portfolio, which is definitely a good sign.
So like investors are placing a bet on the future, right?
Exactly. They're betting that Neurolabs can get through FDA trials, bring their product to market, and become the leader in this new field.
But that's a risky bet.
Oh, absolutely. There's
Yeah.
always the chance that it doesn't work out.
Like, what if their clinical trials fail?
That could be devastating for a company like Neurolabs, especially in such a high-stakes industry.
It's a high-risk, high-reward situation.
Definitely. And that's the nature of investing in early-stage startups.
Okay, so to kind of wrap things up today, we've seen two very different sides of the tech world.
In what way?
Well, we have Meta, this massive company shaping the future of AI hardware.
Right, controlling the building blocks of AI.
Exactly. And then we have Neurolabs, this tiny team, taking a huge gamble on a revolutionary technology.
And both stories highlight how quickly things are changing in tech.
It's exciting, it's unpredictable, and it's full of opportunities.
But it's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure.
So we want to know, what do you think? Would you have taken the $100 million or held out for the chance to maybe change the world?
Yeah, let us know. Hit us up on Twitter with your thoughts.
And until next time, keep diving.
Keep exploring.
Oh.